Hi everyone, it's happened, it's finally happened, and I can't believe how quickly it happened, but here we are. So, welcome to the series on dollar cost averaging and seventh day, 7 days. So it's been about 7 days, and I have succeeded in achieving a 4% growth of the Bitcoin that I've been investing in using the dollar cost averaging method. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the numbers. Before we look at the actual numbers, I just want to show you the graphs and how this has resulted. Let's have a quick look at this graph over here first. So this is using Binance, and I'm going to start putting a code down below for a reference code. So if you join through that link, then that will benefit me and that will be awesome, and I would really thank you for doing that. So that's the links below for using Binance to start trading. I found the platform really quite useful, easy to use, and I'd say if you want to trade any sort of cryptocurrency, then Binance is a nice easy way to do it. Anyway, let's move on. So I've used a 4-hour interval, this one, because you can see pretty clearly in terms of the places where I have bought and where I sold. And a couple of months ago, I think Binance has started actually showing on these graphs where you buy and sell, and it's really awesome for this series because you can clearly see where I bought. Every one of those places where you see a B is where I bought $10 worth of Australian $10 worth of Bitcoin, and you can see that it was going downhill. And have a look back at my previous videos about my thoughts and my headspace around what was going on. You know, I've done this before. I stayed nice and calm, but yeah, we were down, and then all of a sudden, within, let's have a look, a day and a half period, it went going right up. So that increase there looks like a real big increase in the price, but I'll put it in perspective for you in a moment. But anyway, it was enough for me to have a look, get out at 5.74%. So on the starting on the 21st of July, ending on the 28th of July, the portfolio has made 5.74%. So there you go. Well, round one complete in 8 days. So that's pretty quick. I have had quick turnarounds like that where I've been able to get in and out within even a couple of days, but 8 days is quite good. So I can't complain about making 5% in 8 days for the portfolio. Now you can see there that we're not talking big numbers here. I invested $78.38, came out with $82.88. So what's that? Made about $3.50 or something, $4 like that. That's okay, because it's not about those numbers, it's about the percentage numbers and then the headspace around that. So now doing it with small numbers like this, obviously it's going to be less of a anxiety inducing process because they are very small numbers. We're not talking about a lot of money, but as this series goes along, I'm hoping to maybe start increasing the amounts and see if that has any impact on how dollar cost averaging strategy is supposed to, reduce some stress and some of the emotion that goes with the process. I did say I was going to put into perspective what this looks like and the bigger picture. And so have a look at this graph here. So this is the same graph, except it's just in days intervals rather than, so 1 day intervals rather than 4-hour intervals. And you can see that the graph is a little bit more condensed, but it's just seems to be trending sideways when I look at it this way. And I've hit this little box of time here where I was able to get that 5%. Now, let's just zoom out a little bit. Okay, so let's have a look at the same 1 day intervals, but over a larger period of time. So every one of those candlesticks is 1 day. And if you look at it this way, even though you can see that it's obviously been dropping over a long period of time now, that little peak right at the end there is what's allowed this 5% gain to happen. If I was a long-term investor, I don't think I would invest in Bitcoin at the moment because it's just going downward. So if you just lump sum investing, you're putting all your money in at once, I wouldn't do that right now. But doing it this way with dollar cost averaging, you can see that it's worked out this time for a 5% gain. So what's next? So now the process repeats again. We're going to be back to day 1 tomorrow, and we're going to use Bitcoin again. Again, there's no timing of the market. There's no, oh, we're going to start now and blah, blah, blah. It's just in and out and taking profits at 4%. And that's the strategy. If you like the thought of that and you want to come along and have a look at my progress and what's happening, then please subscribe. It would be awesome if you subscribed. Hit the button down the bottom. So yeah, and I hope to see you at the next video. Bye-bye.